Hey traders, Shane from GMT Futures. I'm just going to do a quick members review, and this is system CT50. That's the registration number. The market is crude oil. The system's type is the cycle trader, and this is the strategy that's produced about 14k, almost 15 since May 2013 per single lot, and the max drawdown is 1360. Now, I'm going to take you into the actual strategy itself, but then I'm going to talk about, because this is one of the systems trading in our crude oil portfolio. So I'm just going to be doing a little bit of a substitution on our portfolio, and I'll explain the reason why I'm substituting the two systems. Now, there's no real change to CT50 as far as the settings or anything for this week, but let's jump in and have a look at the two systems. So traders, before we jump in and have a look at the actual strategy itself, what I want to do is I want to just alert you to the fact that CT50, which is the one that we're talking about, the 233 tick cycle trader, it's actually hit its drawdown, its max drawdown. So what we need to do now is we need to look at that strategy and say, right, well, it's time to turn that system off and potentially start looking at another strategy to trade. Now, obviously that system is trading as part of our multi-system crude portfolio. So if we have a look at the systems in there, we've got SNO3, long-term profitable strategy, CT50, the trend trader 55 open. We've got our pullback PBO1, which you've probably heard me talk about. Those combined strategies over the last 5 weeks have done exceptionally well. So 7th of July we've got a 1370 profit. On the 14th 1400. On the 21st 1665. We were negative obviously on the 28th, so only down $35, but that's where our CT50 took a bit of a hit. And then again this week or last week we're down 570, so that it really was time to turn it off, because we netted out $340 profit, which is great for the portfolio. But if we were trading this strategy on an individual basis, it's definitely hit its circuit breaker. Its circuit breaker is $1,400, so it's off. So now we're looking at a system to basically bring in and track. Now, I've got a system here, modified system on the cycle trader. I'm going to show you that, and that's one we can kind of substitute in here on our portfolio and start trading straight away. So it's CT60. I'm going to take you through the stats on it now. We're going to have a quick look at CT50 because we've kind of stopped trading that, and you can see that as I mentioned before, it hasn't really had a major impact on our overall portfolio. But it's made some good profit. That's the key. You know, the systems at some point are going to go into a drawdown. You've got to work out what your circuit breaker is. We've cut that system off, which is great, and we've made good profit on it. Now we need to look at adding in another strategy to really boost up our portfolio. So that's exactly what I've done. So let's have a look. So traders, this is CT50. You can see there it's had a bit of a drawdown, and it's time to turn that strategy off. The last couple of weeks have been negative, and so basically, even though the numbers are really good on this thing, we've got an average trade net profit of 148, so it's good numbers. What we'll be doing is we'll be tracking it. We'll continue to track it, and once it bounces up and starts making money, then we'll definitely turn that system back on again. So we won't just shelve that strategy. We'll keep monitoring it. But at the moment, it's hit its drawdown, so we need to kind of turn that off and then substitute another system in. So the system that we're going to look at here is, right, so this is CT60. Now, the reason why I've pulled this system in is because it's trading around the same time as CT50, but it's got an actual second time frame in its trading. So you'll see here it trades from 4 to 11, and then from 9, it's got 9:50 to 13:10 as well. So it's got two bracketed time slots, and the combination of those two time slots seems to be working exceptionally well. Now it's trading more frequently as well. So what I've done is I've added a system in that is going to take a lot more trades, and because I want this strategy to start giving me more trades more frequently, because I want to increase the contracts I'm trading on this portfolio, and I want to start to really amp up the actual the rate of increase on my portfolio, so the number of contracts I'm trading. So to do that, I need to obviously do that based on my my profit, I'm using what we call a fixed ratio method, money management method. And to get additional contracts or different additional systems in there, I need to start getting some profit in there, and I want to leverage my time, and also I want to leverage the opportunity of the crude market, which is almost a 24-hour market. So if I can get more opportunity, more profit out of that market, that's what I'm going for. So the cycle trader is going to provide me with that because it's trading a lot more frequently. Now the downside to this is that its average trade net profit isn't fantastic. It's 38. So remember, the minimum average trade net profit on the cycle trader we would want is 35. Ideally we want it up to 50, but we haven't got that. So we're going to just track this to see how it runs for this week. It is producing really good profit, so I'm very happy about that. You can see there at least since the 9th of June, it is flying along it, even before that, because you've got since early May, it's been very consistent. So as long as we can get that consistency going forward, that's going to be a great addition. So while we're talking about system CT50, we're subbing CT50 out and putting CT60 in. The profit is $10,000. The win rate 63%. That's what I like as well. It's got a lot of trades, 63% win rate. Average trade net profit not fantastic, but the drawdown 1180. So that'll fit nicely into our portfolio, our multi-system crude portfolio. So I'm going to add that in now. We start that tracking that this week, so from Monday, and we'll see how we go. Hopefully it is a good little addition to our multi-system strategy. And ideally what we want to do is we want to be adding another system in this week as well. So we want to add, say, the counter trend or another strategy that we have available to us into our multi-system strategy. So guys, I'm going to leave it there for today. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to giving you an update next week on how CT60 is. Traders, thanks for joining us for that review of our cycle trader. If you'd like to become a GMT Futures or FX automated system trader, it's very simple. All you need to do is email us at info@gmtfutures.com, or you can call us at 617-336-00875 and chat to either myself or Luke. Or you can alternatively visit us at our website at www.gmtfutures.com/products. So thank you for your time. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll catch you on the next update. Cheers.